A very good afternoon and welcome to NTV News. I am Siksha Sharma. We take a look into the headlines first. House of Representatives thematic committees to get their leadership today. 11 nominations filed for 10 committees. Supreme Court introduces automation system to schedule hearings for pending cases. New system comes into force from today. At least 23 killed in a clash between government forces and Houthi rebels in Yemen. Attack test recent UN back. Welcome back to NTV News, taking a look into news in detail. Now, 10 thematic committees under the House of Representatives are all set to get their leadership today after 9 months of the parliamentary elections in the country. Nominations have been registered for the election of presidents of 10 thematic committees, and the proposals for the candidacies have also been published. The proposals will be tabled for decision at the concerned committees today. A single candidate has been nominated for the chairmanship of 9 out of 10 committees, while 2 candidates have been nominated for the chairmanship of the Industry, Commerce, Labour and Consumer Interest Committee. The thematic committees include Finance, International Relations and Tourism, Industry and Commerce and Labour and Consumer Interest, Law, Justice and Human Rights, Agriculture, Cooperatives and Natural Resources Committee. Likewise, other committees under the House of Representatives are Women and Social Affairs, State Affairs and Good Governance, Infrastructure Development, Education, Health and Information Technology and Public Accounts Committee. A meeting to take place at 3 p.m. today will pick the presidents of the committees. Spokesperson of the Federal Parliament Secretariat, Akram Giri, said that the committee presidents will be sworn in today itself. As informed, Janamath Party and RSP are contesting for the presidency of the Industry and Commerce and Consumer Interest Committee. The work of the committee could not be effective as the leadership of the parliamentary committees, which are considered as the mini parliament, could not be selected. The Supreme Court has introduced automation system to schedule hearings from today. The system has been initiated as a trial at the Supreme Court. Eventually, with the success, the automation system will be applied to other courts such as the Special Court and the District Court that has huge caseloads. Chief Justice Vishwambar Prasad Shrestha says the automation system is being employed in the court in an attempt to curb irregularities and to speed up justice delivery. This new automation system will now be in place that will determine the sequence of court cases. The national flag carrier Nepal Airlines is set to conduct regular flights from Gautam Buddha International Airport in Bhairahava to Hong Kong and Indian capital Delhi from tomorrow. The Tribhuvan International Airport in Kathmandu will be the transit for the flights from Bhairahava to Hong Kong and Delhi. According to the flight schedule, the flight departed from Bhairahava at 8:15 a.m. will land in transit in Kathmandu at 9 a.m. The passengers are going to Hong Kong. After transit will board the flight to Hong Kong, and the passengers going to Delhi will board the connecting flight of the corporation to Delhi itself. The corporation has already opened ticket bookings for the regular flights that will be conducted once a week. Let's take a look into a short break here. More news follows up next. Do stay with us. Welcome back. We take a look into further developments in the international front, where at least 23 people were killed in an armed clash between Yemen's government forces and the Houthi rebels in the country's southern province of Laz on Sunday, said a government military official. Scores of Houthi fighters launched a surprise attack on the government troops in Laz Sefai region, sparking fierce fighting that killed 8 pro-government soldiers and injured at least 10 more. The military official said so far the Houthi group has not responded to the clash. The latest attack has tested the recent UN-backed efforts to diffuse tensions between the Houthi militants and the Yemen's international recognized government. Yemen has been embroiled in a devastating civil war since 2014. Chinese Minister of Commerce Wang Wentao and visiting U.S. Secretary of Commerce Gina Raimondo met on Monday morning in Beijing to exchange views on bilateral trade. Raimondo arrived in Beijing on Sunday for a 4-day visit to China at the invitation of Wang. Prior to Raimondo's arrival, Chinese Commerce Ministry spokesperson Xu Jueting said China looks forward to in-depth discussion on resolving economic and trade differences and promoting practical cooperation between the two countries. The meeting is regarded as mutual efforts to ease tensions between the world's two largest economies. Authorities in India's Uttar Pradesh state have sealed a private school after its teacher asked students to slap their Muslim classmate. Officials said Neha Public School was shut down as it did not meet the education department's criteria. The school students would be shifted to a government school or other nearby schools, the officials said. On Sunday, Education Officer Shubham Shukla said the authorities were investigating the incident. The victim's father reported the incident to police and pulled him out of the school, but he did not press charges. Meanwhile, the teacher Tripta Tyagi has told the local NDTV news channel that she was not ashamed of her actions. And let's take a look into yet another break. Stay with us for more updates. Welcome back. We continue with the rest of the developments. Libya's Prime Minister has suspended his foreign minister after she met informally with her Israeli counterpart. Libya does not recognize Israel as Tripoli backs the Palestinian cause, and the meeting has sparked protest. Israel's Eli Cohen described the meeting with Nazla al-Mangosh as a historic first step in establishing relations. Israel is trying to build closer ties with more Arab and Muslim-majority countries, such as oil-rich Libya. The Presidential Council, which represents Libya's 3 provinces, said it was illegal to normalize relations with Israel. Seafood merchants and restaurants in China's Shanghai have had to seek out Japanese-style ingredients from elsewhere in the world following China's suspension of all aquatic products originating from Japan from last week. The import ban followed Japan's move to discharge nuclear-contaminated water from the wrecked Fukushima nuclear plant, which began on Thursday. Meanwhile, fish traders living in Japan's Fukushima have become worried about the future of the businesses after the country started discharging nuclear-contaminated water into the sea, though many also view the move as undesirable necessity. Seafood-related business is a lifeline for many people living in Iwaki, a bustling port city in Fukushima, just south of the crippled Daiichi nuclear power plant. For those in the city who make their living in the seafood trade, an imminent drop in demand for the products is looming heavy. The Air Forces of China and Pakistan will hold the 10th joint training in northwest China's Jiuquan and Sichuan and Yinjian from Monday, according to China's Ministry of National Defense. The joint training, Shaheen Eagle X, which is scheduled to last from late August to mid-September, aimed to further deepen practical cooperation and improve the combat capacity of the two sides. It is said Shaheen's series of exercises aim to enhance the operational preparedness of both the air forces, in addition to developing a mutual understanding of each other's combat skills. China's national breakdance team has made tremendous progress, according to team supervisors. In January, China announced the roster of its first ever national breakdance team of 4 B-boys and 4 B-girls, terms that refer to the dancers to represent the country in Olympic qualifications in 2024. The team has already proven themselves capable of impressive performances at Olympic qualifying events, and they are eager to gear up their skills and competitive edge ahead of the Asian Games in Hangzhou in October this year. Heng Xinjiang, a member of China's national breaking dancing team, made history in 2019 by ranking 4th in the World Breaking Championships and becoming the only Chinese breaker to ever reach the event's knockout stage. According to Zheng, creativity and variety are vital for success in judging. Breakdancing originated in New York City in the 1970s. Though it quickly spread throughout the Western world, it did not gain popularity in China until 1 or 2 decades later. And this brings us to the end of the bulletin. To wrap up, a quick reminder of the top stories. House of Representatives thematic committees to get their leadership today. 11 nominations filed for 10 committees. Supreme Court introduces automation system to schedule hearings for pending cases. New system comes into force from today. At least 23 killed in clash between government forces and Houthi rebels in Yemen's Naz province. Attack test recent UN-backed efforts to defuse. That's all for now. Thank you for watching. Have a great day ahead. Namaste.